Now here the numbers are getting quite large, and I hope that you see that the 16x squared is a perfect square and the 25 is a perfect square. When you have those perfect squares, you can often take a shortcut. We certainly do not want to find the factors of 400 necessarily. You probably would just realize that the 4x times the 4x makes the 16x squared, and the 5 times the 5 makes the 25, and then test out the middle term to see if that middle term adds up, and it does. We know we have a perfect square trinomial. And they're a special type of a trinomial. And if you can recognize those right away, it saves you a lot of time. 40x splits into 20x plus 20x. And it's relatively quick to see that you take out a common 4x and you're left with 4x plus 5. And you take out a common 5 and you're left with 4x plus 5. 4x plus 5 times 4x plus 5 is actually 4x plus 5 squared. And that's where that perfect square trinomial comes in. We would accept either this as your answer or this. Either one. I see two terms, but I also see that I have perfect squares. Why don't you just try out those perfect squares first? 7x times 7x gives you the 49x squared. And this one would be positive 12, negative 12. That makes negative 144, but you do need to check to see if that middle term makes 0x, because you don't have that x term here. 7x times negative 12. 12 times 7, 84. Negative 84x. And here we have a positive 84x. Those make 0. And yes, that works out. If you want to show the long way, you certainly could do that if you're used to just doing the trinomial factoring. That's fine. 49 times the 144, that's pretty large. But I mean, we can show it. 49 times 144. We're looking for two numbers that multiply to 7,056 and add up to nothing. We know that those numbers that worked were 84 and 84. 84x and negative 84x. Those two add up to the 0x. There's no middle term here in the trinomial. And then we just write the negative 144 and the 49x squared. Take out a 7x, we're left with 7x plus 12. And we'll take out a negative 12. And we're left with 7x plus 12. We've got two terms, take out the 7x plus 12, and we're left with 7x minus 12. This question is called a difference of squares. And if you can recognize that the first term is a perfect square and the second term is a perfect square and it's separated by a negative sign, you can go right to this answer and write it out. You don't have to show your work.